Hey everybody, what's going on? What's going on? Glad to be here. It's Tuesday. Another good Tuesday. Glad to be here with you live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live on LinkedIn, and also live on IG. Got family here in IG. No doubt. I appreciate all the support and the love from everyone. I know folks are gonna be joining in, jumping in, just chop it up, say what's up in the chat, drop where you at, what you up to, all that good stuff. And can't wait to really get into this conversation with you guys. Today's the first time going IG live while we're going Facebook live, so I'm gonna be doing this and that, and you know how we going back and forth. I was like, listen, we're gonna put it everywhere because I'm super excited about today. I'm super excited about not only the conversation, but about just what this means in the great scheme of things that we call this little thing we call life. This little thing, tongue in cheek. It's not little. It's huge. It's big. And as people jump in, we're just going to really get into what the day is about, what the title is about of this latest book that I was able to get through tears and illness and struggles and all that good stuff. This latest book, My Gift Will Make Room. You may be familiar with that phrase. There's a couple of different versions of it, of the terminology, the word usage, because it comes from Proverbs 18:16. And My Gift Will Make Room is something that's very near and dear to my heart. And I hope that it will become something near and dear to your heart as well, as we really get into what it really is about and why My Gift Will Make Room for me is kind of the end the end note to a trilogy of books that I've written in the last year and a half. Here it is. I just wanted to shout it out right here. Here it is. It's not long at all. Under 100 pages, right under 100 pages, or maybe no, maybe yep, right under 100. I forgot. Right under 100 pages, and to me, it is a work that had to be written, and I would suggest that everyone reads. So that being said, I want to give you the context because I think context is important and context is meaningful for any discussion, especially when we're talking about why we decide to write the things that we write, feel the things that we feel, and then share the things that we share. So, about 3 years ago, uh, right when I think, um, right when COVID was coming into play, I was going through a battle health wise that really stopped me in my tracks. And I talk about this story in a couple of the books I've written in various ways. Um, and so I want to say that when I was in that health scare, I began to recognize why I was fearful of dying. And I know a lot of people talk about death, life and death, and fear and the thoughts that they may have, but I think it's important to root this discussion in understanding why I believe so many of us may have certain fears about dying. Now, we all have individual fears and thoughts about dying. One factual thing about dying is though we will all die. So that's a fact, right? But I realized in that moment as I sat in the hospital and I saw people go by me, pass by me and walk past me, and I sat there and I was like, 10 minutes turned into 30 minutes, 30 minutes turned into an hour turned into 2 hours. I wondered, what was I really scared of? Because I knew I would eventually die. So what was plaguing my heart? And I came to really understand in that moment, what was plaguing my heart was not that was the fact that I would die one day, because I knew that was real. It was that I would die without having lived full, without having given my gift in the ways that I knew that I could and I should. I had not taken the time, honestly, to really understand the words, my gift will make room. And in that moment, I think a shift happened for me. And I hope you understand where I'm coming from here. A shift happened that okay, I'm not actually scared that I'm going to die. I'm scared and fearful. And even, I will even posit to you, ashamed that I had not been living. That's the kicker. I submit to you that I believe many of us, it's not that we're scared to die. It's that we're actually scared to live full, and to die empty was something that set on my heart that day. And ever since that day, I've been processing, what does it mean to live full, to die empty? What does it mean to be of your gift? Be of your gift that you have, that we have so much. Shout out to Jay. Dr. Jones, what's going on, bro? That's family. Just jumped in on LinkedIn. No doubt. I know you got to do your thing. I got you, too. I got you. I'm going to set you up right. So from that day forward, I began to write. I already been writing, but I began to really delve deep into writing, because a part of me had felt for the previous 40 years of my life, I had not really given of my gift fully. I had not been fully present enough to really give of my gift. And I talk about being fully present and why being fully present meant I had to give up certain things. I stopped drinking. I stopped doing drugs. And yeah, we're gonna be real here, right? We're gonna keep it real. I stopped doing many of the things that I was so in tune to doing, because I just lived my life that way, because I needed to be fully present to be giving fully of my gift. And what is that? Well, I fast forward after writing a couple of books during that period of time. I was just like, I was putting out books like, like folks just put out CDs. I was dropping them. Old school. The old school R&B is they put out CDs like every other month. I was writing because it was therapeutic. It was giving of the gift, right? And fast forward a year ago, I was reading, and I'm deep into reading and listening to videos and all these types of things, and it dawned on me. What set on my heart was, I want to write about what has compelled me over these past couple of years. I want to write about why it's important to live in our gift. And I began to just jot down my thoughts about what it means that a man will make, your gift will make room for you amongst men. And what does that mean? That saying that we throw out, your gift will make room for you, your gift will make room for you, your gift will make room for you. And it kept pulling me. And I said, I need to write down, what does this mean to me? Why is it so important that we understand fully and comprehend that our gifts will make room for us? And not only will our gifts make room for us, it's equally important that we understand that we actually are the gift. That we are the gift. Yes, we have gifts. God has designed us with gifts. Gifts that we must nurture, gifts that we must invest in. But ultimately, we are the gift. If we are the gift, my question to you, my question to anyone listening, is how are you allowing your gift to make room? I know the saying says, my gift will make room. We are a human species of choice, and in order for your gift to make room, you must make room for your gift. For decades, I had not been making room for my gift. It set on my heart. It spoke to me fully as I sat in that hospital. You are not making room for your gift. Your gift is here, and you don't know if tomorrow is your last day. You don't know if today is your last day, and yet you have done yourself a disservice. You've done your faith a disservice. You've done the people that love you a disservice. You've done the people that don't even know you a disservice. If in fact you do not take full advantage of your gift, will you make room for it? Will you choose your gift? Will you choose your gift? That day I decided I wanted to choose my gift. My gift will make room. My gift will make room. So fast forward. Fast forward to July 9th, 2022. July 9th, 2022. It's a day that I didn't see coming. It's a day that I didn't know was going to happen when it happened. And because I didn't know it was going to happen, it stuck up on me quickly. I talk about that day in some past video posts where I found myself in the hospital, laying, or sitting next to my dad, who was laying in the hospital bed as he was drawing on his last breaths in this world. And, in that moment, after he had lived for 89 years, you can't be so selfish as to ask someone to continue to stay in this world when they're in pain. For 12 days, we sat in the hospital with my dad. We sat next to him and we talked with him, and on the first day, he could say maybe one word every couple of hours or two words every couple of hours. By day 3, he could say no words. His eyes would open, and we would sit there. And, over the past couple of years, I've been doing this introspective work. I've been doing this internal work. And so you think you're prepared for these moments when you're doing all this self-work. And I'll tell you, it doesn't really matter. I don't think it matters how much self-work you've been doing. When a loved one stands before you about to make a transition, your heart hurts. In the middle of this, though, I had, planned to release this book, My Gift Will Make Room. I was excited about this book that I've been writing, and I was halfway through with the book. And anybody ever written a book before, written anything of any length, and you're halfway through it, you see the finish line and you see the end of the road, and the end of the road was almost there, but then this thing happened where life basically grabbed me. Life grabbed me and said, we got some other business for you. We got something else to deal with you. At the same time, I was in school. I was finishing school, and I was writing for school. And I was needing this last paper, the big paper, the terminal degree, that big one, that big boy. Life grabbed me and said, that paper is not important right now. Life grabbed me and said, this book is not important right now. I'm going to need you to focus in on what's important. And so I focused. I said, well, I'll come back to it in a month. I'll come back to it in 4 weeks tops. I'll be back writing. I'll deal with my grief. I'll figure it out. A month came, and I wasn't writing. I wasn't writing anything. I couldn't write anything. And I said, well, maybe in another month. Another month came, and I couldn't write anything. I would pull up the screen, and it would stare back at me for a couple of minutes, and I just close the laptop, because if you ever been where I'm talking about, you understand and can embrace the fact that though you want to act on something, sometimes in grief pulls you and says, we need time. So another month came, and 3 months passed, and 4 months passed, and then 5 months passed, and I started getting worried. I started trying to ask the question, what's going to happen? Am I going to finish? Am I going to be able to get back to where I once started? Then around month 7, I started to feel my life again. I started to feel my heartbeat again. I started to realize one of the best ways I can honor my dad, one of the best ways I can honor anything that is meaningful, is to get back in. To get back in the race. To get back in the job. To get back in the moment. Whatever you want to call it, whatever it is for you, to get back in and to start back. When I tackle my gift will make room for me, when I open up the laptop to finish writing, I said I need to shift a couple of things around. I need to really bring some context into light. I need to really talk a little bit about what gifts really look like, what gifts really are. I don't know if you've ever really tackled what does it mean to have a gift, because you have one. I don't know if you ever thought about what is my gift. But I would ask you this: are you making room for your gift? Are you choosing your gift? Are you selecting the thing that you do so exceedingly well? And when you wake up in the morning, you can't help but do it. Like you can't help but do it. You can't help but feel the magnetic draw, gift that pulls you, that says, "Oh, no. I don't care what you think you're choosing today. I'm going to show myself in some way, somehow, to just remind you that you got a gift. You got something that nobody else has." I submit to you that I think so many of us that struggle in life, that are challenged in life to figure life out. I submit to you that it's not that we don't know we have a gift in many cases. It's that we are looking at other folks' gifts, wishing they were ours. You know what I'm talking about. And I wish I had that job. I know I could do a good job at that job. I wish I lived in that neighborhood. I deserve that neighborhood. That neighborhood looks good on me. I wish I could travel like they travel. Oh my God, they're always on the airplane. They're always somewhere looking fun, hot, and sunny. I wish I could have a family like they have. A family looks so good from the outside looking in. They look like they have fun, like they go to Disney World every year, like they eat dinner every night. It looks so good to me on the outside looking in. Sometimes I believe we often find ourselves looking on the outside of others as opposed to the inside of ourselves. If you find yourself, if you think about if you've ever had a moment where you've been feeling that you've been looking on the outside of others and not on the inside of yourself, I want you to pause right now. I want you to think about what's on the inside of you. What's on the inside of you? Because I promise you there's 100% fact that you were built with a gift that nobody else has. You're built with something, designed with something that no one else has. And that's what this book is about. That's what this book is about. This book is about your gift. It's about seeing inside yourself. It's about understanding that your eyes will always see outward, but I'm asking you to begin to look inward. Don't get to that moment where you feel it's too late, where you've been looking on the outside of others for so long that you didn't take the time to look on the inside of you, that you didn't take the time to be blessed and grateful in the significance of God's blessing. That's what this is about. Uncovering significance in God's blessing. That's what this is about. I want to read something to you. I want to read something to you because this is where I was. I've been in this place right here. I was in this place right here a while back, and it struck me. I needed to share this because I know folks are in this place. I know there's a lot of folks that are not, and I'm glad you're not. But for folks who this may sound familiar, I want to share this with you. In my darkest moments, when I didn't know where to turn or whom to look towards, I turned to God and cried out. But not one of these moments felt like the most present moment of recognizing that God had always worked on my behalf, but questioned if I was doing my part. My gift could make room for me, but would I make room for my gift? I was afraid. I was afraid to be accountable for what God asked of me. I was ashamed of what I did in the midst of God blessing me. Because I was afraid and ashamed, I took the less courageous route and chose comfort over conviction. My question to you is, are you or have you been choosing comfort over conviction? A convicted heart is a heart that says, I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's not the standard. I know everybody's not doing it, but my convicted heart says otherwise. My convicted heart says that I have a gift. My convicted heart says I wake up this way, and if I woke up this way, God designed it that way, and I have to figure out then how do I live full and die empty? How do I live fully in my gift? It's a question. It's a question. What are you saying yes to? What do we say yes to every day? What are we saying yes to that actually illuminates our gifts? It speaks into the world that I am the gift. I am the gift. This is what this book is about. You are the gift. I'm going to read one more passage from the book. My gift will make room. When I think of the importance of words, sentences, phrases, or inspiring quotes, I reflect on how much I have been influenced by the words, my gift will make room for me. For so many years, as I searched for what this phrase meant, I grew in spaces I hadn't recognized immediately. I was going through internal transformations while searching for the gift inside me. I was made aware in adult life that I had the gift of inspiring others and motivating people to envision greatness within them. So I was moved to deepen my understanding of how my gift can benefit the world. I just think it's important for us to really understand that it doesn't matter if you are the best cleaner on this side of the Mississippi. It doesn't matter if you are the best typist. It doesn't matter if you fry chicken really well. It doesn't matter if you bake the hell out of a cake. Whatever it is that you do so exceedingly well, I submit to you, you must do it. You must do it in abundance. I submit to you that you must do it like nobody does it. It's the small things sometimes that we overlook because we're so busy looking on the outside of others that we forget to look on the inside of ourselves. That the gift is right here. The gift is the answer. You are the answer to the questions that you have been asking for far too long. Again, Glenn, will it be hard? Yeah. Well, Glenn, will I falter? Yes. Glenn, will I strain relationships that I care about? Yes. Well, Glenn, will people laugh at me? Will they mock me? Will they downplay me, ridicule me? Will they shun me? Will they look away from me? Yes, 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 yes. The answer is yes. They're going to do all those things. All those things will happen, but there's a flip side to the gift. With intention, the first role and act of intention is actually friction. Friction happens after intention. People always talk about, well, if you got intention, you're good to go. Well, yeah, you are good to go, but intention first, friction next. Why? Because anytime you do something that's going against the grain, friction is going to happen. You want to get back in shape? When you start working out, friction. Yeah. When you want to deviate and go a different direction, no matter who it is, where you are, what's going on, friction. You want to live in your gift? Friction. I know it's easy to give up because friction says it might not be worth the trouble. It might not be worth the investment. It might not be worth the time. But on the other side of all those yeses that may feel like friction are the other yeses. Glenn, am I going to wake up in a state of gratitude and joy? Yes. Glenn, will I be able to contribute to the world in ways that I never imagined? Yes. Will I live in abundance and in gratitude and purpose and love? Will I be able to live in that space when I step into my gift? Yes. Those are the yeses that we want to feel and experience. But before you can get to those yeses, you must understand that with intention comes friction. You're going to have to go through some other yeses before you get to the yeses that you seek. My gift will make room is it's almost like it's the anthem. It's the anthem of COVID. I saw a lot of gifts making room during COVID. There's friction of COVID, and there's the yes on the other side of COVID, where I saw gifts making room for folks. I saw people making, when they say lemonade out of lemons. I saw people saying, you know what, I can't let this thing happen to me. I have to lean in and make it happen for me. My gift will make room. My gift will make room it's the anthem. It's the anthem. It's the anthem. I hope that you understand that your gift will make room. But you must choose to make room for it. I want to give you the chapters. I want you to know what the chapters are in this book. It's only 6 chapters. It's literally not going to take you more than 90 minutes to read this book. Literally. But I promise you it's going to change your life. The first chapter is in my final hours. My final hours is really about the moment where I realized I had to rewrite in this book. I had to really go back and get some context in this book in my final hours. Chapter 2 is God is working. I want us to have a very open conversation about God is working every moment. Even when we feel as though God is absent, God is never absent. God is working. But the question is, am I? God is working. Am I? Third chapter is, so, what is my gift? I've been in rooms before, a number of rooms with leaders where, people look dazed when they think about their gift. What is my gift? What is this gift? What is it? What is this gift? What's this gift thing that I'm searching for? And we've had some deep conversations about what is my gift. I want more of us having a conversation and asking the question of what is the thing that I do so exceedingly well That even when I try and fight it, even when I try and run from it, even when I try and do something that is antithetical to my gift seems to find me. Why does it find you? It finds you because you were designed with it. You can't run from your gift. You may be 80 years old, been running all your life, but your gift is going to show up. It's a gift. It was given to you. You were designed with it. It's supposed to breathe. It's supposed to be unwrapped. It's supposed to be shared and given. The angst that we feel in our lives in so many instances, again, has little to do with the conditions that we are in and more to do with the gift that we don't accept. You see, you've been thinking this, that you're in a bad job situation. Nah, you're not in a bad job situation. You've been thinking that you're in a bad relationship. It's not a bad relationship. No, it's not your conditions. Not at all. If you're leaning into your gift, I submit to you, your conditions then become secondary to you. Conditions you can take steps out of. You can make adjustments. You can change. You can upgrade. You can be in or be out. Conditions are second level stuff. That's not first level stuff. My question to you is, are you living in your gift? Because when we're living in our gift, conditions are only momentary hassles. Think about it. Chapter 4, my testimony. My testimony. We all have one. We all have a testimony. Keyword being test. Keyword being test. Are you unable or not willing to make room for your gift because you're not seeing the test as a testimony? I don't know you. I don't know if you feel me here. Are you unwilling because you don't see the test as a testimony? If we are so encapsulated with correlating our struggles, our challenges, our obstacles with the woe is me and it happened to me and I can't do anything about it and why is this happening, and not understanding that the test is simply a testimony and my gift will make room. My gift will make room. Chapter 5. I love chapter 5. I love chapter 5. I want to read something from chapter 5. I can't do it though because I can't give it away. I love chapter 5 because chapter 5, I gave you a little bit earlier, because the title of chapter 5 is The Answer is Yes. I gave a little bit of it away, but you need to read it. The answer is yes. I'll leave it there. The answer is yes. And then chapter 6 is blessed. Blessed. I'm thankful for the opportunity for this book. I needed this book. I'm a firm believer that I write the books that I need, and hopefully the books that I need are books that will bless you. I find it much easier to write what I need. I guess fortunately I'm a needing person. I guess that's, I've been writing a lot. So folks, man, you've been writing a lot. You must be a needy person. I am. I think I'm going through a needing space where I need to read what I've been feeling. I write what I need. I want my gift to make room. I hope this is a gift to you. I hope this is a gift to you. So before we leave, I want to talk about the trilogy. I want to talk about it. Threes make the world go round. I started this journey. I didn't know that it was a trilogy. I didn't know it was a process like this, but it ended up being this way. I want to talk about what we've created for everyone to participate in. And I'm not a big salesman. People that know me personally, I don't really sell a lot. I just like to talk and share. But we started off almost 2 years ago with Plan B Sucks. We started off with Plan B Sucks. And I'm going to tell you, this was a big one for me. Plan B Sucks, it was a hammer. Folks that have read it know what I'm talking about. Plan B Sucks is really it's talking about the gift. Plan B Sucks. A guide to unlocking your gifts and living your authentic life. Okay. I wrote this book off a video that I saw one day it slapped me in the face when I saw the video. And the gist of the video was that, listen, you got a gift. And if you're not utilizing and living in that gift, all you're doing is activating Plan Bs and Plan Cs. And we all probably grew up around folks that said, especially your parents, possibly your grandparents, say, listen, you got to have a Plan B, you got to have a Plan B, got to have a Plan B. And I will tell you, I live my life having Plan Bs. Plan Bs never really brought me joy. Plan Bs didn't feel natural either. Plan Bs weren't in my gift. And so I share the story of what Plan A really is. See, a lot of people think Plan A is a plan, and it's not a plan. You got to have a plan. Don't get me wrong. You got to have a plan, but it's not an actual plan. Plan A is your gift. You got to live in your gift. Plan A is going to get you the joy that you so desire. It's going to get you in a place that you're going to be in the vibration where you're supposed to be. You'll be vibrating on the levels that you're supposed to be vibrating on. It's Plan A is your gift. That's why Plan B sucks. It sucks for a whole myriad of reasons, but primarily because it ain't your gift. It ain't your gift. I want you to grab this. The second book was Trust Life. It's Trust Life. And I ended up writing Trust Life because after coming through Plan B Sucks, I was going through a phase of really processing more and more about why is it that we don't live in our gifts? Why is it that we select Plan B and Plan C and Plan D? Why is it? And again, I was reading and listening and looking and feeling that it's not necessarily that we don't know we don't have a gift. It's that we also don't trust the gift, or better yet, don't trust life. I'm gonna show you. Hold on, somebody's chimed in. I'm gonna read the chat on the chat, right? I'm gonna show it too. At times, my gifts have triggered people when I've only been my true self. I didn't beat myself up over it. I won't stop leaning into my gifts. Thank you. I needed to hear this today. I appreciate you sharing that. Because you're right. Like I shared earlier, folks are going to say they feel uncomfortable when your gifts start showing up. That's the friction. It's the friction. It's the friction of you not fitting in, but you standing out. It's the friction of folks feeling uncomfortable because your light is shining so bright. They may want to ask you to dim it. You may think you want to dim it, but the reality of it is you then must shine brighter. I write in one of these books, I can't remember which, I'm not gonna lie to you. So you gotta get both. Marianne Williamson's famous poem about what really scares us. It doesn't scare us that we got gifts. It scares us that we know when we illuminate those gifts, my God, we don't know what's going to happen. It may place me in positions where I'm not comfortable with, but if you're not comfortable with it, you have to understand your comfort is not required for your gift to make room. Did you hear me? You don't need to be comfortable if your gift will make room for you. You got to believe what I'm talking about. I know somebody's out there understands what I'm talking about. That's the whole essence of a gift making room. You don't need to be comfortable. Actually, I prefer you not be comfortable. It's actually the best way to actually illuminate the gift. Get uncomfortable. But you got to trust life. And that's why I wrote Trust Life. I wrote Trust Life as a response, in response to the question, why are we so hesitant? Why are we so scared and fearful to illuminate our gifts? I believe sincerely that it's because we don't trust life. Like, we don't trust the friction. We don't trust the ebbs and flows. We don't trust the no's. We don't trust the folks that take from us and don't give to us. We don't trust the essence of up and down, back and forth, happy and sad. I have to trust life. David Stendal Raz is who I was inspired to write this book by. Brother David Stendal Raz says, if we trust life, it will give us good things. I want you to receive that. Ever since I've been trusting life, life's been giving me good things. I will tell you, this is my testimony. He said, if you trust life, life will give you good things. He uses those words very specifically, very clearly. Good things, goodness, not expensive things, not all things, not everything, nope, not nice and shiny things. He shares with us, if we trust life, life will give us good things. Life is going to give you good things if you just trust it. And then so we rounded it out with My Gift Will Make Room. 3 books. When I wrote the first one, I didn't know I was going to write the second one. When I wrote the second one, I didn't know I was going to write the third one. God is good and in alignment. They speak to one another. And if you read them from 1 to 3, I promise you, you will see the connection. You will feel the connection more than anything. You will understand the alignment from understanding and unlocking to trusting, such that it will make room for you. This to me is my gift. These 3 books are my gifts to you. You can drop in a bio. If you're on IG, jump in the bio. You can just click the bio link on IG. Click the bio link on IG, takes you to Linktree. Boom, right there. You can do 2 things. This is for everybody already. I dropped in the chat here on Facebook Live, on LinkedIn Live, on YouTube Live. You can jump in the chat and actually hit the link on the Linktree. You got two options on Linktree, honestly. You can actually purchase the course, which is actually includes all 3 paperback books. We ship them to you. But with the course, you get the videos. Right? So we're dropping 3 videos on April 11th. You can buy the books in advance. We're dropping the courses on April 11th for each book. There's a course for each book. I'm going to walk you through each book, each chapter, right? Walking you through each chapter and really work with you to fully embrace the learning and the introspection and the intrapersonal development experience that happens in each book, in each chapter. I appreciate you, bro. E-Dub, appreciate you, my brother. Shout you out, man. I always appreciate your support and your love, man. So you get the books, the paperback books in the course, you get the courses, and you get signed up every month. We're going to have a monthly Zoom call, virtual Zoom call. You jump in. We just have it. We talk it out. We talk through chapters, pre-questions that people drop for us, but also some very selected questions around the chapters in the books once a month, every month, that we come together as a community to help lift and serve and be of gifts to one another. It's important. That's the course, right? So check out the course. I think the course is just it's a no-brainer for so many folks. I want you to, if you don't do it, share it with somebody. If you're a leader in the organization and you want your team to really have an experience that they can really have that intrapersonal development time with others, do the course. I promise you, you won't regret it. And then the second link is going straight to the books, going to Amazon, dropping it, buying either one or all three of the books. I pray that they lift you. I pray that they serve you, but not only you, those around you. I think what happens to many of us, I found myself doing this years ago, like we're getting lifted and we're getting full and we're depositing within ourselves, and we forget that we got folks around us, right? We got folks around us that need similar lifting, similar deposits, right? We're not all the same, but similar in ways that share, like share the experience. You don't need a $2,000 course. You don't need a $5,000 course. You don't need all the, invest small gifts within yourself so that you can reap the reward of the gift you are. That's the essence of it. So I encourage you, go to the link tree, go to the link in bio on IG. Course, books, they're right at the top. I promise you it's going to be an amazing experience. I'm so blessed to have had the opportunity to finish this book, first off, because it took a while to get to the point to where I could get back to writing. But it was so meaningful when I finished it, because I realized if I had finished it prior to my dad passing, I would have missed a whole lot of stuff. And that's the friction. That's the friction in the testimony, right? Like this life event happened, right? Not to me, but it happened, right? I had to really sit with it and recognize that, oh, it needs to be in here. And it makes the book what it is, honestly. And so I just, again, I thank you in advance for all the things that you will do after this call that we've had, this share that we've had. I pray that whatever you do, whether you grab these or not, I hope you do, but if you don't, I pray that you continue to recognize that you are the gift, that you recognize that God designed you in such a way that you don't have to search on the outside of others, that you only need to look within the inside, within yourself, that you are the answer to the questions that you've been asking. You are the answer. God has designed it as so. So I just want to say I love you. I care about you. I'm praying for you. I will see you soon, because we're not gonna stop. We're gonna be on IG, Facebook Live, YouTube, talking about the greatness and the blessing of God and the design that He has in our lives, the gift that we are to this world. And we're gonna continue to keep on pressing, that you continue to illuminate the gift that you are in this world. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'll see you soon.